All right, I can't see a thing.
Are we rolling?
I think we're rolling, but I can't see a thing. We are at Ochlockonee River State Park. It's along the Forgotten Coast, which for people that aren't familiar with our area, it's basically...
I think it's like 40 minutes from Tallahassee.
And probably 2 hours from home, but it's to the west, to the east. No, to the east of where we live.
Yes.
See, we don't know. We don't know this stuff.
Yeah,
Anyhow, but we were at Ochlockonee River State Park. What's the name of it? What do they call this?
What do they call what?
The river. I
think it's the Dead Lakes.
The Dead Lakes? I don't know. That doesn't sound right.
I don't think it sounds right either.
It doesn't sound right. Anyhow, I'm going to turn this around so you can kind of see what it is that we're seeing now. So, this is kind of what we're working with today, which is really so pretty. I mean, look at this, like where the river kind of follows the trees down there. That is so pretty. Incredible. All right, so there are trails out here, and it has water, kind of like a peninsula or something, and the land kind of goes out and around, and we're just going to kind of explore the whole area and see what we find. So far it's really pretty. There's not hardly any people out here, which we love. And anyhow, I'm not really sure what to expect.
I think people swim over there.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a big
swim
swim area.
I'm not going to swim in it.
Well, there you have it.
I know that's a moccasin.
Won't it chase us? Aren't moccasins like super aggressive?
But if it goes back in the water, that's a moccasin.
Good. Shut up.
Get your eyes back in that water. That's a black snake. Look, he's swimming too. Oh, Nope.
All right, so we just saw our first snake of the day. And I don't know if it was a black snake, a moccasin, I don't know what it was. All I know is I wasn't sticking around to find out.
I did.
I don't mess with the snake. But anyhow, hopefully we don't encounter any more.
He wasn't too big though. About 3 or 4 feet.
Great. Okay, so we're kind of on this thing. I don't know if I don't even know what it is.
It's a ramp.
It's a ramp of sorts, but it's like, if anybody knows really why you want this like this, somebody please,
I think it's for a boat.
Comment, write. This is not a boat ramp. This doesn't even make a lot of sense to me. I don't know if this is so people can get down here to swim or what. It looks like a ramp that would go down to a landing or something, but it just makes no sense to me. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so this ramp comes down from like kind of higher ground, but then it goes down here. There's no boat landing. It doesn't even, like, I don't know if it goes down, if there's ground down there or what, but I just don't know why you would want, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, it doesn't look like this would be the area that you would necessarily choose to swim in. So, like, I don't know. I don't get it. All right, so one of the things that we keep seeing along our path, we're right on a river, and so just where the water's kind of eroded away, you see all of these trees and pine trees and, I don't know, down trees that either the water has washed away part of the earth around them, or like, anyhow, but their root system's still intact, and sometimes they've even...
They're growing too.
Anyhow, yeah, they're still alive, but it's kind of cool looking. Hold on one sec. All right. So if you look, and all kind of along the coast right there. You can see that. Down trees. Eventually, I'm guessing they're all just going to kind of fall over, but for right now, still very much alive. I swear, every single noise, you know this is true, every single noise, he stops and he wants to investigate and look around.
I just see stuff.
And I'm like, we don't need to look.
Look at this. Look. You know that where a snake was.
Yeah, I know. A snake was probably there, but I'm not sticking around for it to come back. Come on. Catch up. Look, I like looking at nature. I don't...
I'm gonna get you like a snake.
I'm not sticking around to get bit.
You better watch your feet because you're about to get bit right now if you ain't careful.
No. Oh, makes me want to give it some pretzels. Is it coming to you?
Before it reaches out and bites me. It's white and it's got gray on its back.
I see that.
Come here. Go ahead over here.
Give it some pretzels.
Come here. I got a pretzel.
In the bag you do.
Come here. Come on, girl.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Look how pretty that is. And now it's gonna run.
You hear it chirping?
Yeah, get your over here and get the food.
I've never
I've
seen
never
that.
seen. And it's playing with that bird. That bird's trying to eat it.
Go. Yes. Okay, so we just left Ochlockonee River State Park.
I can never say that.
Well, the GPS says it kind of funny.
How
But
does it say it?
I don't remember. I honestly can't.
Try it.
I don't know. Like they just say it very straight, and it doesn't sound like it has any kind of Native American influence, and I think it does. So I don't know. Anyhow, in the South, it's like you kind of hear so many names like Ochlockonee River and I don't know Apalachicola. And
I've heard of that.
Yeah, but like all the stuff, I don't know. There's why did we get started with this? Like I don't even know why we started talking about this. Anyhow, it's kind of like when people say pecan and pecan and Colorado and what's the other way people say Colorado?
I've never heard it.
There's another way people say Colorado.
Hold on. I never heard of pecan.
People say pecan.
Who said that?
People that don't say pecan. That's who say pecan.
That ain't the right way to say it.
I know. Anyhow, we've been at Ochlockonee River State Park, and anyhow, it was great. So there's a boat launch and a picnic area and all this kind of stuff.
Lots of camping stuff.
Yes, there's a lot of people camping out there.
And then people that are actually camping out there.
We only saw 2 families the entire time we were there.
Yeah.
And that was it. So it was great, because
I think most of the people that are camping are kind of in their little area.
Yeah, they really
they're
are.
camping areas.
But we followed one of the trails that goes along the river, and that was really cool. And you just kind of got to explore some of that, and the trees that are all along that coastline. And then there's also a scenic driving tour, and we should have the camera up on that because it's like we were off-roading in my Lexus. But anyhow, it's kind of fun. And
you did a really good job on that. You really did.
Well, anyhow, so yeah.
It was really pretty. There was a lot
park.
of wildlife out today. We saw
we
snake,
saw this albino squirrel.
We saw squirrel. We saw raccoon.
Yeah, we did. But I mean, that squirrel. I mean, in Nebraska, I've seen some blonde squirrels. They're really kind of blonde, like yellow blonde. This was a white squirrel. Like
and
at first, I was
like it was scared, and you thought I was lying to you.
Well, at first I was like, wait a minute, that's a rat, and then I was thinking maybe it's like hairless. And
I was like, no,
it has a squirrel with alopecia or something. But it's like, but no, I mean, it was just a white squirrel, and it some
really
black
didn't
on it
seem scared.
I mean, it was kind of skunky. I mean, it had like a little bit of a black streak down its back, but
it did. It was great.
I guess, I don't know. That's really
It was
about
really
it.
pretty. There's a lot of yellow flowers and purple.
Oh,
some
yeah.
purple
I mean, I have
flowers
no
blooming
idea.
right now, kind of wild.
I think it's funny that it's like
So
some people
pretty.
would find out the actual names of these flowers.
Yeah.
Not us.
We call them purple.
purple
or
flowers, yellow flowers. You will have zero.
We call them purple.
Zero facts on the Joe and Rick blog, but anyhow, yeah. I mean, really, who cares? It's like they're purple, they're pretty. It's like I don't need to get the specifics.
Yellow.
I'll never remember
pretty.
it. I'll never remember it. Anyhow, so yeah, it's been a really good day. The drive out here is great, and we're even gonna, while we're in this area, we're gonna go back out to one of the other parks that we visited before, Bald Point, or Alligator Point, and there's like a wetland preserve marsh or something like that out there. Anyhow, it is so pretty out there.
It is pretty.
It is. It's
But if you're gonna
gorgeous.
see an alligator, you're gonna see it there. Like you're gonna see it
100%.
there. We didn't last time.
No, we didn't last time. But anyhow, because we're in the area, we are already kind of revisiting one of the parks that we found and loved, and so now we're gonna go do that, and then we're gonna, I guess, head home.
Eat our.
We're gonna snack in the car on the way home. We actually
lunch.
brought a picnic like with us, and it's not like we brought a picnic because
we're gonna have a
this,
picnic.
Sweet romantic picnic.
We're just gonna eat in the car.
There's nowhere to eat along here unless we want to go and like sit in a restaurant, which we don't want to do. It's like it's too much of a drive to actually stop for an hour and eat.
There's not a lot of like places to eat over this way.
No, I mean,
so it's really smart to
It's
pack
like
a
small
lunch.
town restaurants and things like that, but not like there's no fast food windows anywhere along this way. The closest one is probably in Tallahassee, and that's like 45 minutes.
And we do
away,
have our pretzels if you don't try and feed.
I'll probably feed something with it.
You don't want to feed that squirrel.
I wanted to feed the squirrel. I don't know. Do they eat pretzels? I think they will.
Everything that
that
you see, you want to feed that pretzel.
They're
Turtles?
foraging. Look, they're foraging for food all over the ground. They probably have like a mouthful of nuts.
They really do.
So.
And they look at you all sideways.
All right. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you like our shenanigans, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Joe and Rick _ our life in pics. Or you can look on our blog too, joeandrick.com. No, Joe and Rick are lifeinpics.com. And anyhow, I think that's about it. I don't know. Connect. Like, subscribe, follow, connect, and anyhow, thanks for watching.